citizens. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteeing my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak in it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our
Alright. Good luck, Richard. Give me my division back.
In Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards.
You don't have Bobby Wagner no more. I don't have to worry about getting killed running up the middle.
He wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots.
You traded him.
And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On play action, it's Murray. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Ready. Mike, 58, right there. All right? Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 25-yard line. So
I feel like I ain't played this game in forever.
It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
What are you moaning for?
Draws a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the
You ain't going to get me.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here.
Fucking asshole.
First quarter. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. They pass up the three, fake it, it doesn't work. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand
I thought he'd be faster than that.
Drive of the football game. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And all the way to the opposite 48.
Injury for injury.
Going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works.
Give me a second. Couldn't hear myself think. Plus, I know how hard it is to play. There's games with other people talking as well.
The 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Eye for an eye. We both lost a starter this game.
Not a whole lot of room there, but there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's got Burton here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Oh, I saw it.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty.
Let's go.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. He's going to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because
that's what I like.
Turned over 4 times last week, so another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they
fucking T-Rob's 8-0, bro.
Close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown,
he was trying to get outside of the rain. He needed to get away from it. You got OBJ as your kick returner? He was just back there.
Next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
You ain't.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up with positive coverage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Oh, why is he wide open? That's the same play. You got that big play with Gronk.
As a tackle's made here at the Cardinals 26.
I'm just trying to hurt some Seahawks.
And it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after
he's everywhere.
5 or 6.
Your opponent has experienced network issues.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, dude, your mic is so bad right now.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
They should be. I think if the kicker can kick that bitch that far through the goalpost, you should get something for it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
You're on that Adam internet right now.
But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Only 3 yards.
I was just trying to hurdle you.
It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged.
Now Jones is
good Lord.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
And he didn't get it.
Murray, he cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down.
My tight end couldn't fight for 1 yard.
And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out.
No!
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time.
Yeah, he was running his route. You ran past him.
Gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Third and goal. Jackson forced out, and he's gonna score.
Hit him late. Fuck it.
Touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 19th touchdown now on the season, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. Lutz with the
Nah, hit the backup quarterback.
lead is now 10-7.
All right, I'm done toying around. No more going for it on 4th.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Chris said Seattle needs Matt Hasselbeck back in charge.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Play action. Now it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down.
Hold your blocks, both of you.
Not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes
No,
us
I'm not
to
screaming
the
at all.
2-minute
I'm
warning.
not you.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games.
What the fuck was that?
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All right, heard him.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Dude, that's OBJ. Oh, that is Dorsett.
Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face
What's up,
it,
man?
if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
His mic is so in and
It
out.
was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now it's Jackson.
Yeah.
Flush to his right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I think that interception
Why do you throw that ball, Ricky?
Gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like
Row,
that
row,
doctor,
row,
my
row.
kindergarten teacher always said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the back.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So the failure to connect on second down.
I don't know what to run. He's not playing any press defense like he normally does.
On the delay, Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls.
I'll be right back, Ricky.
Oh, man.
I'm back. I had to go answer the door. Michaela. I mean, kinda.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray, sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
You thought you had the sack. The Vikings 8-0. What is going on in the world?
Quarterback ends up to the right side. Gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
It's not an icing situation.
The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
All level now at 10 apiece.
Can't risk it. My luck, it'll get blocked on the next play.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start.
Tied.
As they get it out to the 40-yard.
Yeah, we can hear you barely.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Let's go. Isaiah's the best player on the field, Rick. You better leave that man alone.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
That's what she said.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late field.
Well, when you're running away from your offensive line, it's going to happen.
As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Huh? About to get my cheeks clapped in the river.
For the second half, it was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Thank you. Thank you. It's because I'm kicking it to your fat guys. I'm smart. I'm not letting you run.
They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter.
I was thinking about it. Like a fantasy league, not a league on here.
Momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson being chased out, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now.
Well,
in these last 2
Lamar's
weeks.
got a pansy arm if you ain't learned that yet over our few games we've had.
Things of that nature. I'm also wondering Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed, or they're showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the
He better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
It's okay, Ricky.
I know the
It's
speed
okay,
is the
bud.
hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your
I'm the
linebackers
Cardinals.
set the edge.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking in zone for Jones.
I waited way too long to throw that ball.
Xavier
Strip him.
Rhodes with
Strip
the
him.
pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback,
I know, but I
you
was
gotta know
running.
when to
Shut
say
up,
when
Chris.
to just
What'd you
throw
say,
it
Mac?
away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
This is Henry, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
The frustration. You make a big play and you're still frustrated.
58 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
He is turning into Adam. Look at the plays he's running.
Another 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he can't find anywhere.
That's going to be your defensive player of the week. He's got 3 sacks, 6 tackles, interception, a fumble recovery.
Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
That's what I like to see. Lamar Jackson falling apart.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7. 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch them and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up with the
Yes, I am streaming.
They can correct them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play fake. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Got some room at the 30. And now look at this.
Oh, damn it.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down.
It won't let me challenge it, so I don't know.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Give him 19 there.
Go ahead, Rick. Go get in the red zone for me.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. On 1st down, Henry. He's able to work.
Stop trying to run over my guys.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
it's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they're going to get this one back. That would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the opportunity. And at this stage in the game,
I was trying to, I was trying to toss it to Isaiah. That way I'd have a lead blocker for him.
Get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is try.
Dude, I'm missing all types of throws in this game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals.
What'd you say?
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
Okay.
As his guys are able to regain the lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything.
Ricky, I told you I was done doing all the fakes and shit.
Making sure those shoulders get around and you get
I got a game to win. I can't keep giving you the ball.
And create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The fact you turned Dorsett into an X Factor or a superstar.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air.
Not today, OBJ. Not today.
Take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
OBJ doesn't want to be a Seahawk.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep.
Out of bounds.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
I can't catch it.
Inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 81 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. He's tough to contain as it is.
I hope you do.
Coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got.
What are you talking about, Ricky?
So your goal
You're waiting straight down the middle.
Is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Ricky, I'm disappointed that you're not running man defense this week.
For them, a touchdown their last go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this
fourth quarter, Richard.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Levante David in on the tackle. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arm saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, it's so interesting about when the receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys right off the line
he got drafted.
They declare themselves open. You know, these guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Jones has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's Richard Sherman. How hard did you expect him to hit me?
Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Murray now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just hit the extra point line.
I just watched that video, Ricky. You just used your last haul, partner. Don't worry about it.
Here's Rosas on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
You got a girl over, Rick? You about to get your butt sucked on?
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He'll find Metcalf. That's now a pair of explosive plays.
Wait till you see this defense coming at you, Rick.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. To throw is Jackson. Out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long
What's wrong,
for
Rick?
them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Jackson. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. End zone.
Good play.
Touchdown, Seattle. From 6 yards away. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here.
Missed it.
That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is fielded at the goal line.
I know you like to give up kick returns at the end of the game.
Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
It's at the start of the game, not the end.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's his first catch of the day.
Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
Fletcher's never going to be fast enough.
Down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd.
No, I hit the wrong button.
Here and it's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first
You fell
down.
for it, you dum-dum.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week.
Oh, just too far.
Right here. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I thought one of them fell off the bed.
On the catch and run, a 1st down. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left.
Let's go.
This is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they will take over possession.
Did you hit the throw down button, or did you hit the throw high button?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
You?
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Again, it's Jones.
Oh, I tripped over my lineman.
Tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The First down line at the 34 here on third down. This is Jones. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Card's going to call another timeout.
You can't call a timeout again and ice me. That's why I did it.
To go in the football game. So a big one coming now for Aldrich Rosas. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They still can't get it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Your game, Rick.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type
This is my division.
there at the very end, but
don't get it twisted.
Get it done. However, we were treated to really
Have you even played in a Super Bowl? I'll wait.
Finish it off. You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cards, the win here means it'll be a 7-1.
Sure. Nah, Myers hasn't played yet. He's the last game. I'm hopping off, man.